want to know what the war of the future is going to look like? I don't think the average American grasps how violent war is about to become.
Released in 2012, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was an instant success, widely regarded as one of the best entries in the Call of Duty franchise, and one of the most innovative first-person shooters of its time. Developed by Treyarch and published by Activision, Black Ops 2 introduced groundbreaking features that pushed the boundaries of the FPS genre. Its unique blend of compelling storytelling, futuristic warfare, and multiplayer innovations has left a lasting mark on the gaming industry. One of the most significant aspects that made Black Ops 2 stand out was its narrative complexity and player agency. Unlike previous entries in the series, the game featured a branching storyline offering multiple endings based on player choice. This level of interactivity and choice was unprecedented for a Call of Duty game. Known traditionally for linear campaigns, the narrative spanned two timelines, one set during the Cold War in the 1980s, and another set in the year 2025, creating a compelling dual timeline storyline that intertwined historical events with futuristic conflicts. The introduction of moral decisions and alternative story outcomes made the player feel more immersed in the campaign. Key decisions during the campaign, such as choosing whether to save or kill specific characters or succeed or fail in critical missions, impacted the overall outcome of the story. This added layers of complexity and gave the campaign higher replay value, as players could revisit the game to explore different paths and endings. The branching narrative structure set a new standard for storytelling in first-person shooters, moving away from the rigid linearity common to the genre. By giving players the power to influence the story, Black Ops 2 elevated the narrative experience and inspired other games to experiment with more flexible and player-driven storylines. Another key innovation was Black Ops 2's futuristic setting, which was a bold departure from the historical and contemporary settings that had defined Call of Duty games up to that point. The 2025 portion of the game introduced advanced technology, including drones, cyber warfare, and cutting-edge weaponry, offering a glimpse into a plausible future of warfare.
The next few years are going to see a wide array of technology that allows you to blow things up, to kill, in a way we've never seen before in history.
The futuristic weapons and gadgets were meticulously designed, balancing realism with speculative technology, and provided the player with an array of new tools for both single-player and multiplayer modes. The Strike Force missions, a new feature introduced in Black Ops 2, allowed players to command squads of soldiers and drones in real-time, strategy-style scenarios, another first for the franchise. These missions not only gave players tactical control over the battlefield, but also had a direct influence on the story's outcome. The blending of RTS elements with first-person shooter gameplay added variety to the campaign and demonstrated the potential of hybrid gameplay systems in the FPS genre. The futuristic aesthetic combined with its advanced technology resonated with players and set the stage for later Call of Duties like Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare, which further explored futuristic combat scenarios. Black Ops 2 is often celebrated for its multiplayer experience, which brought several key innovations that have since become standard in competitive FPS gaming. One of the most notable changes was the introduction of the Pick-10 system for loadouts, a new way for players to customize their weapons, perks, and equipment. This system gave players unprecedented freedom to tailor their loadouts based on their playstyle, offering a flexible and dynamic approach to multiplayer combat. The Pick-10 system allowed players to allocate points toward a variety of items, encouraging experimentation and creative builds. This customization framework became a hallmark of future Call of Duty games and was emulated by other FPS titles. The Pick-10 system not only enhanced player agency, but also made the multiplayer experience feel more personalized and engaging and competitive. In addition to the customizable loadouts, Black Ops 2 also introduced score streaks, a reworking of kill streaks at the time, rewarding players for accumulating points through a variety of in-game actions, such as completing objectives and assisting teammates. This shift encouraged a team-oriented gameplay rather than just focusing on individual performance, which I actually never did, fostering a more balanced and cooperative multiplayer environment. The game also featured a robust league play system, catering to the growing interest in esports and competitive gaming. League play allowed players to compete in ranked matches, which contributed to Black Ops 2's popularity in the professional gaming scene. This competitive structure had a lasting influence on the esports industry, as ranked and skill-based matchmaking systems are now standard in many multiplayer games, which I know that the skill-based matchmaking is too big of a conversation to talk about right now. But moving on, Call of Duty World at War introduced the Zombies modes, but it reached a brand new height in Black Ops 2, building on the foundation of earlier iterations. The zombie experience in Black Ops 2 was more elaborate and intricate, featuring expansive maps, complex Easter eggs, and a deep narrative that players could uncover through multiple playthroughs. The introduction of new game modes like Transit, Grief, and Turned expanded the zombie experience, offering more variety in gameplay. The cooperative nature of zombies encouraged teamwork and communication, and the mode's difficulty level was a challenge even for some seasoned players. This iteration of zombies struck a perfect balance between casual fun and hardcore challenge, making it accessible to a wide audience while also rewarding mastery. Its lasting influence is seen in how zombies has become a staple feature of the Call of Duty franchise, consistently evolving with each new release while maintaining its core appeal. The innovations introduced by Call of Duty Black Ops 2 had a profound and lasting impact on both the franchise and the broader gaming industry. The branching narrative, customizable loadouts, and futuristic settings paved the way for future Call of Duty games to experiment with similar concepts, such as Advanced Warfare's Exo movements and Modern Warfare 2019's realistic yet customizable gunsmith system. In the years following its release, many FPS games adopted Black Ops 2's focus on player choice and personalization. Titles like Destiny and Titanfall emphasized customization and futuristic combat mechanics, reflecting the influence of Black Ops 2 multiplayer's innovation. The game also contributed to the rise of competitive gaming, helping establish Call of Duty as a major player in the esports world. The ranked play system, score streaks, and balance between casual and competitive playstyles helped lay the foundation for esports titles that would come later. The Zombies mode, meanwhile, became a beloved and enduring feature in the Call of Duty series, influencing co-op game modes in other titles. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 holds a special place in my heart as one of my all-time favorite entries in the series, not because of its story mode or even the iconic Zombies mode. I didn't even play the campaign until years later. What made Black Ops 2 so incredible for me was its multiplayer, which in my opinion is the reason why it became my favorite Black Ops or favorite Call of Duty game of all time at the time. I remember being younger with all the time in the world to grind for camos, chase that diamond camo, and push myself to reach the highest prestige that I could. It's one of the best performances that I've ever had in any Call of Duty game in terms of KD. I mean, it was just fantastic. Playing daily with my uncle was also a highlight for me at the time, and some of my favorite moments came during double XP weekends, especially on Nuketown 2025. One match on Domination stands out as I racked up 86 kills, my personal best ever, and to be honest, to this day I wish that I would have been able to record it somehow, because I never ever hit anything better than that again. Reaching Prestige 10 was also a huge accomplishment for me that year, and what's crazy is that I almost never played Black Ops 2. I remember my dad never bought the newer titles. Instead, we stuck to games like GTA and FIFA. But honestly, the way that I got Black Ops 2 is a story within itself. One day when I was home alone, I spotted the game on PSN, and testing my luck, I decided to click buy, fully expecting it to ask me to confirm the purchase. It didn't. For 30 minutes, I panicked, knowing that when my dad got home, I was going to get my ass beat. However, I figured I might as well make the most of it and play as much as I can. So I did. I played until my dad got home. And when he did, I quickly turned the game off and pretended to be upset on the couch. I told him I accidentally bought the new Call of Duty. He called the bank, got his money back, and my PSN account was suspended forever. But somehow the game stayed downloaded on my dad's account, and I ended up playing it all year for free. Looking back at it now, it's safe to say that Black Ops 2 gave me one hell of a time. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 remains a seminal entry in the FPS genre due to its innovative storytelling, futuristic settings, and multiplayer innovations. By pushing the boundaries of what a Call of Duty game could offer, it set a new standard for both narrative and gameplay mechanics in the genre. The game's impact on customization, player choice, and competitive gaming continues to resonate across the industry, ensuring its place as one of the most influential shooters of all time. Its legacy can be seen in both the evolution of Call of Duty and in the broader landscape of multiplayer and competitive gaming today.